You know, Jeff, I know that there are people who look at my tenure as being unusual. Mm-hmm. It perhaps is in today's culture, mm-hmm. because the average tenure of college presidents in our nation now is more like 8 years.
Yeah.
But if you go back in our history as a nation, back to the early 1900s, let's say, it was not uncommon for a president to serve 40 years, some of them longer. And we're talking major universities that would have presidents that would serve for 40, 50 years.
But we wanted to, since you started your tenure in 1974, we wanted to ask you questions about the year 1974 to test your memory.
Oh.
All right, are you ready? Okay, cool. Who was the president in 1974 of the United States?
Gerald Ford.
Yeah, did he become president that year?
73.
Yeah, okay, great. Because someone on here wrote Richard Nixon, then Gerald Ford.
Well,
General Ford.
Nixon had to resign because of the Watergate scandal, and Gerald Ford became the president.
Correct. What was the Best Picture winner of 1974?
You know, we didn't attend movies in those days.
Yeah. The Godfather Part 2. Wrong. This is interesting, the national average of yearly tuition in 1974. I'll tell you higher or lower.
Are we talking public or private?
Yeah. It's a fair question I don't know the answer to. In my column, I'll put wrong.
Well, probably the average tuition in the private sector at that time would have been more in the $10,000 to $12,000 a year.
Okay, I'll assume that it's public then.
It would have been more like 4.
4, lower.
3.
Lower. I think this is wrong.
We're not talking.
That said $500.
No.
She probably got it off of Wikipedia.
Well, even the community colleges were more than that.
Yeah. I'm not counting that one. You won, we lost. But very sincerely, thank you for the impact you made, not just in Evangel, and just how much of an impact that made in the community as well, because I mean, Evangel growing so much during your tenure, and just the lives that you impacted. We really sincerely appreciate you coming by and talking.
It is a privilege, and you know, in my time, during my tenure, more than 30,000 students have been on our campus to have a part in their lives.
That's neat.
Thank you.
Keep it going for Dr. Robert Spence. We'll be back.